know that multiple children die each year at school for many different reasons? Some schools took a survey, and over 75% of the participating schools said that they had a student-teacher emergency response plan for the students and staff at that school. Unfortunately, only 35% of the participating schools actually tested the plan in a drill. Teachers need to be trained to administer CPR. Teachers also need to be trained to act appropriately in any emergency situation. 563 school nurses took a survey, and the answers revealed that 65% of the participating school nurses have dealt with a life-threatening emergency at some point in their career as a school nurse. That means that approximately 385 of the participating school nurses have dealt with one or more life-threatening emergencies sometime in their career. Another survey revealed that out of the participating teachers, at least 45% of the teachers had to deal with over 20 emergencies, including at least one life-threatening emergency in their teaching career. 27 of the U.S. states have a law that all teachers must be able to correctly administer CPR to any student, teacher, staff member, or other person. Missouri is not one of those states. This needs to change. 6 of our U.S. states have it mandatory for all seniors in high school to be certified before graduating. Again, Missouri is not one of those states. There are around 7 states that have not mentioned or tried to pass either bill. Missouri is one of those 7 states. This also needs to change. At least one of the 7 states is expected to pass the bill in the upcoming year, along with some other states already in the process of passing one of the bills. Missouri can be one of those states. In 2009, Washington, D.C. Everest Junior High School dealt with the death of a student who collapsed while in the middle of cross-country practice. A few years ago, in 2012, the Stevens Point area senior high school dealt with the death of a male senior track athlete during a track meet. Unfortunately, in both cases, there was a trained personnel present who could have saved their life by administering CPR, but didn't. Now you know why teachers need to be trained to correctly administer CPR, and that teachers need to be trained to act appropriately in any emergency situation. You also know that many participating school nurses have dealt with at least one life-threatening emergency, and some teachers have dealt with at least 20 emergencies, including at least one life-threatening emergency. You also now know that multiple states have it mandatory for teachers to be CPR certified, and that some states have it mandatory for high schoolers to be certified before graduating. And that even though Missouri is not one of those states, this is going to change. Now you can be assured that if you ever have any emergency at